This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and William Hill. I'm delighted today to be joined with Tom Galbraith. You're back out June 17th, just a touch in starting of camp now. How's everything been, mate? How are we feeling?
Yeah, feeling really good, to be honest with you. I'll come a bit closer. Feeling really good. Been in the gym for the last month or so now, just constantly training. Looking forward to co-headlining the main event. So Johnny set up a really good show, and I'm looking forward to being part of it.
Just talk to me about that. Being sort of high up on the card, having that sort of exposure for you, having all them eyes on you, must be a good feeling, especially early on in your career.
Yeah, I was so surprised, so shocked when it happened. Like Johnny says, your co-main event. Like, I've only had 2 professional fights. I've had a lot of amateur experience. Yeah, I've been all over the world, but in the pro game, like for my 3rd fight, I've jumped straight from a 4-round straight to an 8-rounder. And yeah, co-main event. There's a lot of people watching me, and it's good because it gives me the exposure and the people that need to see me. I'm looking forward to that.
How would you say, I was just chatting to Harley now, and obviously he's gone from 4 rounds to 10 rounds. You're going 4 rounds to 8 rounds. How different would you say the training's been? Just, is it more the same stuff but just amplified?
Yeah, I'd say exactly that. You're doing the same thing in and out of the gym, but you're just doing double of that. Like, you're just doing more and more and more. But a lot of people say it's harder, but you're doing that anyway. Like, if you're sparring a 4-round fight, if you're fighting a 4-round fight, you're sparring 6 and 8 rounds anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. It's just the fitness. It's more intense. You got to do more adrenaline work and all of that, and agility, and that's about it. But apart from that, it shouldn't be any different if doing a 4-rounder. It's just double the rounds, but you've still got the fitness there anyway.
How would you say your sort of pro career has gone so far? Obviously 2-0 now, early pro. That's right. How would you say the start of your pro career has been? Heavy experience in the amateurs, but everyone always says the pros is very, very different. How would you say you've developed not even just your style, but so much things that go into the pro game?
Well, to be honest, first 2 fights were shit. I shouldn't say that on camera, should I? Really bad with my first 2 fights. Wasn't me. Wasn't getting the right training in the proper gym. And then I moved over to Will's gym, training so much more intense. A lot better trainer, a lot better of a coach. Like, he makes you do what you've got to do. When you're doing something wrong, he'll tell you you're doing something wrong. And my whole, I've learned a lot that I haven't known before in boxing. Like, I've been boxing 18 years, and since being with Will, I've gone from there, straight up to there. Like, he's learned me a lot.
Would you say, not even just inside the ring, but would you say in the pro game you've learned a lot outside the ring as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. You've learned a lot. You've got to control yourself more. It calms you down a lot more. You can't be as reckless as what you wanted to be in the amateurs. You've got a license on your hands now and all of this, so it's a lot different.
Do you feel like, though, with that being said, being at Will's gym and, having guys like, OD who've heavily experienced, he's a great guy to learn off from, the experiences that he's had in his pro career. Is that a special thing for you where, you feel like you can turn to these guys, and say whatever you want if you have any concerns?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, with the stable that we've got here, like Harley says in the interview, we've got OD, Harley, Jordan Perkins. You've got a lot of good boys down here. And being in that little circle with all of us, you all learn from each other. And if you want to know something, you just ask one of them. Like, they're a lot more experienced than me in the pro game, and I'll come to them for their little tips and advice, and it's really, really good down here.
You just said there, what would you say the aim is for you in 2023? We're sort of going into the second quarter of it now. You said these are your words, that you said your first 2 fights were shit. It's not me saying that. But now you're with Will. What would you say you're really aiming for in 2023?
I want Southern area by the end of the year. That's what I'd want. Literally get this fight out of the way, and then hopefully Johnny can push me for the 4th fight and get that Southern area challenge. That's what I'm looking forward to.
So you just said there, obviously you're only 2-3-0, and guy who's hitting the bag behind us is Jordan Perkins, who's got the English title in 6 fights. So do you look at guys like that and feel like I can be inspired if they can do it in 3 or 4 fights? I can do it as well. Even with your sort of heavily amateur experience.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's literally the whole circle in the gym. This stable, it's like everyone pushes everyone. You just push each other to do better, and that's what I say. Is joining this stable is the best thing I ever done. Coming down, so appreciated to Will taking me on here. And like I said, I've had 2 fights. This will be my 3rd one. It's an 8-rounder, and like jumping from a 4 to an 8, and then jumping from an 8 to a 10 or a 12 for that title. It's 100% something that I'm down for doing, because I've got the boys around me to support me.
Definitely. As we close this interview off, what's it been like working with Johnny, fighting on his show? Is it a good feeling for you, a special feeling?
Oh yeah, Johnny's top class, best person I've worked with on a show. Everything's proper, everything's done before, everything literally is spot on with everything, organising, setting up the fights, everything is just fucking brilliant.
Well, Tom, it's been good to chat to you, good to meet you, mate, and thank you for your time, mate, really appreciate it.